do. See, it's $1 billion business. So let's jump over here right quick. I got to go back up here, and I got to get my banner off. Okay. So I got my banner here. All right. Let's see what I got. All right. We're good to go. And then I can just come right over here. Boom. All right, guys and ladies. So we are fired up this morning. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. Get some stuff done. All right. So now we got the My Credit System. You need to become a credit expert. You don't have to do credit for other people, but if you want to, you can. But you need to be a credit expert so you can talk the talk and walk the walk, okay? So let's just go through the PowerPoint. This is the PowerPoint in your back office, and it got the talking points. Now, everybody's interested in credit. Whether they're interested or not, they got a credit score, even if you don't know it. And credit is either hurting you or helping you. Even if you don't want a credit score, even if you don't know it, it's hurting or helping you, okay? So 68 million people got bad credit. Another 40 million got errors on their credit. So that's 100 million people that's overpaying. You see, creditors, lenders love to loan money to people who have pretty good credit because they can charge them a high rate. You can't make money on AAA rated credit because the interest rate is so low, where, maybe right now, the top people are buying houses at 3%. Well, guess what? There's some people out there that's having to pay 4% because their credit's a little dinged up. Well, the lender love that because he still got the house as collateral. He got somebody that's got a history of paying that bill, even though they pay him a little late every now and then, they charge him a penalty. And he got a higher interest rate. That's big money. Okay? Credit repair is a $3 billion plus industry. $3 billion with a B plus. See, this is a market you need to get plenty of $1 million this morning. Okay? Everybody, I don't know if everybody wants good credit, but everybody definitely needs good credit. Okay? Now, a credit score's got 5 parts. You need to know this like you know your name. Okay? You can go up to 850 on a credit score. Okay? You get 300 just because you're breathing. All right? And so then let's go in here. You can see the ratings for good credit. Okay. So we want to get you to 750 plus. All right. But minimum somewhere between 700 and 749. Okay. Minimum in that. But we want to get you, the goal is 750. All right. Now, credit's got 5 parts. Okay. You got payment history. That's where you paid your bills on time or not. Okay. Then you got credit utilization. That's how much credit you have and how much credit you've used in terms of recurring credit. Okay, so you got a credit card. It's got $10,000. Let's say you got 2 credit cards, 110 and 150 and 110 and 15, and you cumulative you owe $2,000 on one and $4,000 on the other. So you got $6,000 worth of utilization of that $15,000 credit. You want to keep that number down to 20%. Now, some people tell you 30 won't hurt you. The lower, the better. Believe me, the lower, the better. Okay, so then. That's 30% of your score. That's 65 points right there. Okay. And then you got credit history. That's how long you had credit. So a young person, they're going to be against the grain with credit history because they haven't had time to build credit. And that's why you're going to learn a strategy called Authorized user in a few minutes that can make your 18-year-old or your 20-year-old or 22-year-old have a long credit history, even though they didn't. You see? Even though they didn't do it on their own. And then you've got new credit. That's 10%, okay? And then you've got credit mix. All right, that's 10%. So that's the 100 points. It's just like a score. Now, credit repair people, they spend all their time over here, most all their time over here on payment history because that's what they use. That's what they send letters to the IRS, to the credit bureaus to have stuff removed from your credit report, okay? Now, credit utilization, how much you owe on your debt. See, think about it logically. See, I want you to get some knowledge so you can get to fighting. We're going to get 1 million millionaires. And for you to get your $1 million, you got to get to fighting. You can't be just walking around tomorrow. Woo, I'm so happy I got on the My Econ shirt. I'm just excited. I got my My Econ shirt on. I'm happy. Woo! No, you got got to go get your money. You see? And so when you're talking to somebody about that, you say, well, all they're going to do is send a letter, honey. I can give you the letter. You can mail it yourself. And then, see, now you're fighting because now you're reaching over there. You're having a conversation with somebody. They were getting ready to drop that $500. And now they said, shoot, they trying to get me. And you saying I can come on to my econ and get that for this price? Yep. Now you're getting the fighting. Because now you let that person have some information on why. Not just, it's not like we charge $500 and you do it yourself and they charge $500 and they do it for you. We got to get better. See, I'm not even worried about nobody else. We got to get better. When we get our game on, then we're going to do our game. We're going to win the game. What are they going to do about your credit utilization? They're going to pay your debt off for you? No, can't nobody do that but you. Well, they're going to call up some credit card companies and tell them to give you a credit card? No, can't nobody do that but you. Credit history. They're going to let you be authorized use on their credit card? No. You got to do it. You got to go to your parents or a friend or somebody. And if they say your credit line, now they want to sell you something that's $1,500, they want to hustle you. New credit. You the one got to go get, once your credit is good, you the one got to go get the credit, or you the one got to take some extra money and use that money and put it on a prepaid card or a secured card, or go get your credit lender or self-lender loan so you can start establishing new credit. And then credit mix. Do you have recurring credit? That's just credit cards or installment credit or real estate credit. What is the credit repair person going to do for you on that? This is it. This is it. They say, well, we show you the education on the other. Well, that's what we said to start the conversation. That if you had the knowledge and the information, you could do it yourself. That's what we said to begin with. You see, when you really, if you'll take the time, it takes you about 90 minutes. I've done it multiple times. You said, I have gone through our credit repair system multiple times. Just take, a video here, a video there, do one, in a week you go through the whole thing. I do it all in one day. Because, why? Because I got to have a sharp blade. I got to know what I'm talking about. And you need to know what you're talking about. And you know how to reach over there with that sharp blade and cut them a little bit, right? Patch them up. Don't let them die. Just let them bleed, But you have to cut the enemy every now and then. Now, when you start talking about payment history, this is what you got to understand. Some people say, well, see, I don't really want to, try to fix my credit, because I know the debt was mine, so I don't want to lie. Okay. So this is the answer to that. This is what I tell people. I've done this for many, 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 many people. I said, you're not lying. I said, based upon and this is right in if you go watch the videos on credit repairs, right in there, okay, in the videos, when you send something to the credit bureaus, you're not saying it's not your debt. You're not lying. What you're telling them is, well, you said you reported that I didn't pay creditor XYZ on time. So what I need you to do is to verify why you said that. And when you download the letter, you'll see it. That's basically what it's saying. Well, they have 30 days to verify it. If they can't verify it, then they got to take it off. Well, the credit bureaus are so, overwhelmed, inefficient. They got errors on just about everybody's credit report. Most of the time they don't answer the letter in 30 days. They don't have the ability to verify it. And so now you get it taken off. Okay. So that's the first one, the debt validation letter. You're saying validate that this is my debt and that I paid it late. Okay. Then you got the method. If they say, yeah, we validated, because sometimes they'll send you a form letter. You say, well, tell me how you did that, because the Fair Credit Reporting Act that came out in the 70s said you had to do it based on this criteria. Most of the time they won't do that. So boom, you get something else. So get that thing moved on. Then if it's really not your debt, okay, and they can't verify it, but they won't give you the information, said, okay, you violated my rights. So you send them that letter. And then you got intent to litigate, okay? But if it's your debt and the first two don't work, don't worry about it. Just move on, because that's just 35% of your score, okay? That's just 35% of the score. And see, when you start having this conversation, you start knowing what you're talking about, boom. And we're going to go inside the video in just a few minutes, okay? Inside the credit repair system. You see, we can take the land and we can get the money, all right? So those are the 4 basic letters. But we got like 14 letters in there for every situation, okay? But you got to go through and watch the videos. And you need to get your team doing it. And then, you know, sometimes people be a little lazy. And so you need to start telling them, okay, so take a week for credit repair. You're a leader, you're a platinum. Okay, you're a leader, you're an infinity. Say, let's focus on credit repair this week and learn. And there's too many of you out there that's pretty good marketers, infinities. You're pretty good marketers, infinities, but you haven't studied your information, and you slacking because you think, because you're trying to get over because you're a good marketer, so you're making pretty good money. But if you learn the information and then really train your team on it and get that information, your income would double or triple. Infinities. All right, let's move on. All right, so we got other letters to help you out, all right? So then you got credit utilization. So the problem is you got credit, and so maybe you got $10,000 worth of debt. I mean, you got $10,000 worth of credit limit on a credit card, or two $5,000 credit cards, whatever how it is, but you owe $8,000. So your utilization is 80%, and your utilization need to be under 20%. So you got to do something. Either you got to increase your credit limit. Okay, that'll lower your percentage, because if they gave you $2,000 more credit limit, now you'd have a $12,000 credit limit on your credit card, and you still only owe $8,000, so you lowered it a little bit. Or you got to pay off some debt. Okay, that's why, you know, in the early days and even today, many people got in my econ, started using our debt elimination system, paid off their debt, and the credit score shot up. And they weren't even aiming for great credit, but they ended up with great credit, because that's the only way you can do it. When you're talking to somebody about this, don't just assume, well, they ain't gonna sign up in my econ so I can get my commission. I ain't talking to them no more. No, sometimes you got to explain the why and the how, and then they sign up, because then they gain confidence in you that you know what you're talking about and you can support them. See, when you get better, your check get better. When you get better, your check get better. And some of you out there, what you need to do is you need to start doing little videos on this every day. Instead of just posting stuff trying to get a quick check, that's all right to do that. You need to start, you know, talking about credit every day. Do a little video on just different little parts. And then people will follow that, and then they'll sign up in business with you because they got your confidence. See, a lot of you out there on social media, what you're trying to do is you're just trying to do a little hot button item or a hot bullet item and get a quick commission check. Sometimes you got to plant seed, let the seed soak in, and then grow up. So you start doing videos on credit, people will start following you and say, I like your credit repair stuff, I can do that. And then so you can throw all the other debt elimination, all that stuff in there. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. Okay? So that's one way. Well, the credit repair company ain't going to do that for you. They're not going to pay off your debt. Okay? Increase the credit limit. I talked about that. Get some new credit. Okay? So now, that's how you get credit utilization now. My econ's the best in the world at getting rid of credit utilization. Why? Because we got the income shifting membership. You change it up to 4, boom, you take the money, you pay on your debts. Best in the world. Ain't nobody even close. Okay? All right, then you got credit history. Well, you know, there's not a lot that you can do. If you're 25, you haven't been around a long time, right? So what you can do is you can find a relative or a friend or somebody that's got good credit, and they make you an authorized user on their credit card. You don't get the card, so you don't have access to do anything to their credit. But what it does is by making them an authorized user, by making you an authorized user, now that credit line that they had, if it's been 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, it becomes theirs, and their credit score goes up because they have a stronger score on credit history. Okay, they have a stronger score on credit history. That part of it, okay? So that's big, all right? Then, now don't get somebody with bad credit. You want no bad credit history. You want a good one, okay? All right. So then you got new credit, okay? Well, you know, department store cards aren't bad. Secured credit cards. See, building a credit score is about more credit. It's not about trying to get stuff off your payment history, okay? You need more credit, all right? So that's the bottom line, okay? Then you got rental history. Then you got the credit builder loan. The strongest one on all of these, okay? The strongest one, the one that's going to enhance your score the most, is go get you a credit builder loan from self-lender. You go inside the credit, my credit system online in my econ, and you go down to new credit, it's got a link there for them. You can go right there, boom, and you get you a credit builder loan. Now it's going to cost you somewhere between $45 to $100 for the year. That's what the whole program is going to cost you, okay? They're going to loan you money, okay? And then they're going to put the money in a CD, and when you pay the loan off, then they'll give you the money back plus the interest. Now, obviously, they got some fees, but by the time, it's not like $9 to get started, but by the time you go through that process, your credit score would have jumped dramatically. Takes 12 months, but they report every month. So literally after 30 to 90 days, you start seeing your credit score jump because they're reporting to all three bureaus. Now the rental history is not going to do that, okay? Because all the bureaus don't even accept rental history, okay? Now the secured credit card, that's a good deal, but that's going to be a $300 or $400 card because you're just putting in a small amount of money. So the one that's going to make your score increase the most is going to be the credit builder loan. I've shown that to many people. Boom. So you need to get talking to people about that, okay? That's where to get new credit, all right? And then, and at the same time, they're saving money, so they build an emergency fund, okay? And then you got credit mixture. Okay, you got revolving credit. That's like credit card debt, okay? And then you got installment debt. The other thing is the credit builder loan is so powerful because it also bills you in installment debt. So you get credit mixture. You get revolving debt and you get credit mixture. That's why it makes sure you're hitting two areas. You're hitting your with the installment loan. Okay, when you do the self-lender, that's why it's so powerful. Your score is going to jump, all right? And see, when you start talking to people about this, now you got something, okay? See, stop running, stop whining, stop backing up, learn the information, and go kick some butt. That's the name of the game. You see, you got to start realizing you're supposed to be a daggone millionaire. You can be a millionaire. You can get it done. I'm trying to tell you, you can get it done. You're a winner. You can win. I'm going to help you win. That's what I'm trying to tell you about this morning. Now, when you come in my econ, guess what? We got 26 do-it-yourself videos, tell you everything. Got the dispute letters that you need. We got the income shifting strategy. I'm going to have June change that to the, but when you do it in my econ, as the business, you also get the income shifting mentorship. So right there, you can tell somebody. Now, because of that, we're going to help you with debt. We're going to help you with investing. We're going to help you lower your taxes, the whole 9 yards. Okay? So they got everything. You see, we just started with credit and then we backed into the other stuff. Normally, we start with the business and the income shifting membership, and credit is just a part of it. But I put an emphasis on credit in many conversations because a lot of times the way people think is they're not thinking about just fixing their finances. They're thinking about, I need to fix my credit, okay? Or I need to get out of debt. See, most of the time when people are thinking about their finances, they just thinking about one part, credit or debt or income. Okay. Now, we normally talk about the whole thing in the My Econ presentation, but you can take out pieces. So you can start talking credit on your social media site every day. You can start doing videos on YouTube every day, doing videos. So you start marketing, education on credit or taxes or debt. And then the people that like that information you're getting out, those are the people going to say, yeah, I want to do that. And then you start building your My Econ thing. See, it's not about just trying to get one little bullet. Somebody might have to watch 10 of your videos before they get comfortable enough to make a decision to come in business with you. But guess what? That's what it's all about, okay? Now, so literally for $29.95 and $34.95 a month with no time limit, no contracts, they get the credit repair system, the income shifting membership, the debt elimination, the whole thing. You know how it works. You see? So you can talk about credit and you say, but now, along with credit in our business, we also show you how to get rid of your debt. We show you how to make some extra income if you want to do that. We show you how to, lower your taxes if you want to do that, which is going to give you some extra cash. You see, you just talk about those as bullet point, but you highlighted the credit. Or you can highlight debt. We show you how to get out of debt, but because we show you how to lower your taxes, that's going to help you get out of debt fast. We show you how to make some, you see, you ought to be able to flow with that. And you start thinking about it like that, okay? All right. So, and you know what our contemplation, all this stuff is the same stuff that's in our normal presentation. This PowerPoint is in your back office. Go back there and look under credit, my credit system. You'll see it, okay? So it's back there. You can go back there. You can read it. It's the same thing that we got on our other PowerPoints, okay? We got to update this one page right here. So let's go get that done, guys and ladies. Let's get that done, okay? Now, let's go over here to the, okay. Oh, man, I think I messed up something here, but it'll be okay. Nope, I don't think I did mess it up. Okay, let's see here. So you can go in your back office back there, and you've got the all right. So when you go back there and you look under my credit system, it's got videos. It's about 90 minutes of videos, guys and ladies. Okay, invest 90 minutes in your business. Become an expert and start teaching just little pieces. Just teaching little pieces. See. It's like in a war. Whoever controls the airways wins the war. You send those planes over and you just beat them down. You tear up all the infrastructure and everything, the supply chains and all that. Now they got nothing to fight with. Okay? So we need to just put so much information out in the airways on credit repair, debt elimination, lower your taxes, knowledge. You got all the information, and now people that follow you will start saying, hey, maybe I'll watch 10, 15, 20 videos for free. They say, I want to do that. I like the way you do that. I learned something. You see, you can't recruit somebody before they learn something. You can, but not the big numbers, okay? Not the big numbers. All right? See, every topic's right there. And all of these are videos. So let's go get this. Leaders. See, it's all on video. Okay. Hey, and June's got it. It's all on video. Hey, leaders, start doing it and start teaching it. Start doing it and start teaching it. Okay. So it's all there. Just take the time, get it done. All right. You're not, it's plenty of things. That's a wise investment right there. Right. So you got the opportunity to go out there and do something special. All right. Now, then this is the thing I want you to do is this is how you're going to build your business. See, I told you. Okay. See, if you go out there and you build you a team of 5,000 people, even if half of them quit or 60% of them quit over time, which is going to happen, you're going to be. So if you had 5,000 people come in your team over time, you ended up with 2,000 times $8 a month. That's $16,000 a month plus other products and services. You got a business that's earning you $250,000. You got a multi-million-dollar business, okay? You see, you can win and you compete. So, but I want to show you a little something about building this morning, okay? We got just a few minutes left, all right? So here we go, okay? All right, so here we are. All right, so when you're building your team, guys and ladies, you need to go wide. You go wide and you teach depth, okay? So go wide with team builder, legs, and multiply, okay? Now go wide, what I mean is you join my econ, you're an EVP. Or if you're already in my econ, you're an EVP Gold or Platinum or Infinity, okay? So now you need to recruit wide. You'll get you 7 recruits, 10 recruits, 15 recruits. Angela Williams does a fantastic job of this. She does the best job of this than anybody in my econ. That's why she's got such a big super team. Super team is your first 5 generations. That's why she made Infinity so quick. That's why her income is very stable, because she does a great job of this. You have to put emphasis on it, okay? So you go wide, okay? And then you teach your team, go wide. See, I see people, they recruit 3 or 4 people and then they start managing. They recruit 3 or 4 people and they start managing. Well, you got to recruit 3 or 4 people and then keep on recruiting, but at the same time, go back and teach your team members what you do, okay? See, she goes wide and she trains her team, okay? But she's training them to do something. She's not just having, training with her is not just having them listen, she's having them interact, and that makes a difference, okay? So you need to go wide and keep going wide. Hey, I'm 61. I got the biggest downline, one of the biggest in the world of all marketing companies, and I'm still going wide. I'm still going wide. Go wide and keep going wide. If the people you're talking to don't want to do something, find you some new people. You got the easiest way to do that. You can go on social media and you can start doing educational videos every day. And I don't want to hear all that whining about, but I was gonna do it, but you know, I was just busy. That's whining. Well, you know, I started to do it, but then, you know, I didn't know how I was gonna look on video. Whining, get it done. Period. Okay. Now I'm gonna next when we do our Super Saturday here in a couple weeks, I'm gonna have some new postcards that you can just go and, you know, you can't really get out and talk to people that much now because of social distancing. You don't want to talk to somebody in a mask, but you get your little postcard and you can just hand it to them and it tells a little bit about your business owner. Or you can just put it up on a bulletin board somewhere and then they can see it. Making money from home, fixing your credit. For information, text me, call me, or whatever, you know, or just put your website there. See, so many people keep trying to do this automated cute thing of, I just want to put my little social media thing out there and I'm just going, and then they sign up and I don't have to know anything and I ain't got to talk to them, I ain't got to train nobody, I don't have to know anything and I'm just going to get rich. Come on now, grow up. Come on now, grow up. Come on now. Come on now. You know you can't be no millionaire like that. Come on now. Now that's all right. If somebody that ain't too bright want to bleed that from another company out there, just come on over here. Just come on over here. Give me the money. And sure, we're going to fix your credit. We're going to change your W-4. We're going to do everything for you. You're going to be rich. Come on now. Don't nobody in my econ ever be that dumb. If you think somebody just gonna give you $1 million for doing nothing, then maybe you need to go find you another company. Now you know, since you've been 4 years old, that Santa Claus is not coming down no chimney, and ain't nobody giving you no $1 million for free to do nothing. Really? Now you know if they had millions of dollars like that, they just keep it or give it to their kids, to their grandkids, to their great grandkids. Or maybe even to the wheels or something. You know how that works. All right. See, go wide and keep going wide. Here's why. You can change the average amount of production, okay, in other words, you can't change everybody on your team. If you get 50 personal recruits over a 3-year, 4-year, 5-year period, see, one a month in 5 years, you've recruited 60 people, okay? Well, maybe 10% of those people are going to actually work at building a business. You know, the other 54 may do a little something here or there, okay? But if you just keep trying to change them, all you're going to do is make them mad, because for whatever reason, they're not ready to change yet. But they are paying their money, so they are getting something, and they're comfortable with what they're getting because they keep paying their money. Maybe they just learning. Maybe they just listening. Maybe they just watching videos. Maybe they need a social outlet right now. So let them sit there until they get ready to change. And then you need to keep going wide, and then you stay in contact with them, but don't be putting pressure on people to try to build a business. Like some people, what they'll do, they'll say, well, I'm just going to leave y'all then if y'all they ain't going to do nothing. Let me tell you, when somebody's saying, well, if y'all ain't going to do nothing, I'm just going to leave you, that's just somebody just talking, because they really want to try to motivate you to do something. Fear don't motivate nobody like that, okay? So what it means is that the average person in the business gets, 2 to 3 people. They're going to have about 10% success rate in terms of working. And you can change your average much easier than you can change the team's average. See, in other words, you can go wide and wide and wide. Okay, I can't determine if people in my econ is going to increase their recruiting dramatically, increase their customer gathering dramatically. But what I can do is I can go wide and get more personal legs, and then based on my 10% average, I can get more direct legs in my econ, so I'll have more people. In other words, I can't say that I'm going to get 1,000 people to get 500 recruits, okay? So in other words, if I want 50,000 recruits, I can't say that I'm going to get, 500 people that's going to get 100 recruits each. I can't do that. But this is what I can do. I can get 5,000 people that get 10. Or I can get 10,000 people that get 5. Or I can get, you got the point. See, the numbers, it's about the law of averages. You're not going to change the average production, but you can change the size of the team. And you do that by going wide. Go wide and keep going wide. Okay, let me show you what I mean here now. All right, so go 10 wide, okay? So you should do that with everybody. Teach everybody when they come in, hey, you need to get 10 recruits. Let me help you do it. I'll motivate you. I'm going to give you one of them. I'm going to give you a coupon to get you one of them, or, all right? Now, if you teach them to go 10, they're going to end up on your team an average of them getting about 3. Okay? So if you have 10, okay, and if they all got 10, that would be 100. Well, let me show you what's going to happen. You're going to end up with an average of about 3. But that's not going to be 10 people with 3 frontline recruits each. No. You're going to have one that's going to have 20. And then you're going to have another that's going to have 5 or 6, and another 5 or 6, and you got your 30. And the other 7, they didn't do anything at all. That's the way your averages work, okay? So you need to teach that. Well, when they get 10, say, look, you got 10. Let's go on out here and let's go get you 25 more this time. Keep going wide, okay? So you teach 25. You're going to average 3, but it's not going to be 25 frontline people with 3 each. It's going to be one going to have 25, another one going to have 12, another going to have, you see, it's going to bring the averages up. You know how your downline look right now. That's the way it looks. And so you got to keep going wide to keep building your business. I see so many people, they get 3, 4, 5 recruits, and then they just start beating on those people. Y'all need to do this, and y'all need to do that, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. And then you become a manager. You manage things, and you lead people. You manage things, and you lead people. Get up and get the leading, and let's go get this money. We're building a $1 billion company, okay? We're building a $1 billion company. We're building a $1 billion company. We're building $1 million millionaires. You see, and when you get it in your heart, you get it in your mind, you get it in your soul, and come out your mouth, then you speak it into existence, okay? Teach 50, all right? You still ain't going to get average, but you teach people to get 50 each, okay? You're going to average 3 wide. But guess what? You're not going to have 50 people with 3 each. It don't work that way, okay? You're going to have some inside that 50. You're going to have 4 or 5 that's going to be really wide. They're going to have 10, 15, 20. The others are going to have 0 or 1, and you're going to average 3. And that's the way you build a great business. And then you start, see, you got to envision it, okay? You got to envision it. Everything was built 3 times. Somebody first envisioned it, okay? Your house, the White House, an office. Somebody envisioned that building being there and how it was going to look. And then they wrote down plans as to how they were going to make that, how much material they needed and all that. They had written plans. And then third thing, they went out and physically built it. So this morning, we're working on your vision. See, if you're going to go out here and build yourself, and if you're going to go out here and become a millionaire, you're going to need probably 50 to 100 frontline recruits, you know, that average 3. Let's go look at the numbers, okay? Let's go look at the numbers. Start envisioning it, okay? All right, so here we go. So this is you, all right? So this is somebody that went 10 wide, right? Okay, you see? And so now they're going, and so then on level 2, they got 3 wide. But see, here's how it's going to work. This 10 is not going to go get 3, and this will get 3, and this will get 3. No, you're going to have a baller in here that's going to have 10 and or 20, and you're going to have another person over here that might have 15, and it's going to average 3. It's going to average 3, but it's not going to be 3. But just based on the averages as it naturally fall out, now you got, you know, each one of these people that you went wide ended up representing 120 people to you. 3 on your, you know, 3 on your second level, you know, and then 9, 27, 81. But that's the averages. But you had to go wide to get that. Okay? Now watch what happens, okay? Now just by doing that, you end up with, you know, 1,210 active people there. That's $84,000. That's $8,400 a month. Okay, that's just 1,200 people on your team. Now, if you go 25 wide, the same thing is going to happen. Okay, but it's not going to be this first person go get their 3, and this one go get their 3, and this one go get their 3. That's why these programs called 3-3-3 don't work. Okay, you got 25 people. You're going to have one that's going to have 20 or 30. You're going to have another one. 3 or 4 is going to have 5 or 6. You're going to have another that's going to have 7 or 8. And you're going to end up with, if you got 25 personal recruits, you're going to end up with 75 people on your second level, but it's not going to be spread evenly. That's why you can count so much from, and when those of you that are platinums and infinities, you know you got a big leg, or maybe you got 2 big legs, and then you got a lot of little tiny legs, okay? But just by going 25 wide with the same averages, you end up with 3,000 people, and your income jump to over 20. This should be $22,175 in residual income. Okay. Same thing. You get 50 personal. Okay. You end up with 150 people here, but it's not going to be everybody got 3. It's going to be the averages. Okay. And that's what it's all about. So that's called lead by example. Okay, that's called lead by example. So, you know, I just wanted to cover that for you this morning. So to reiterate and close out here, guys and ladies, it's real simple. Okay, increase your knowledge so you can increase your marketing. Okay, increase your knowledge so you can increase your marketing. Okay, and then once you increase your knowledge on credit or debt elimination or whatever it is you're going to do, then what I want you to do is start doing videos daily or weekly. You know, daily is better, or 3 or 4 times a week, on a small tidbit of the topic. Just a small tidbit of the topic. Little 3-minute, 5-minute. You know, you might talk about, hey, guys, I want to talk to you about the debt validation letter for credit repair today. This is what the credit repair people do. We got the letters, and, you know, we can help you fix your own credit for a fraction of the money. A little short video. Hey, some of you leaders out there, do that for me. Send me the videos next week, okay? I want to see what you're doing. We're looking for some talent. I already got me I already got a new talent that's coming in from the state of Indiana, and that person knows who they are. And hey, I want you to start doing this. I'm looking for new talent out there, and on corporate videos and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so start doing your videos. Okay, and then, but you can't do that unless you up your knowledge. You see, all right. And then I want you to go out there and start envisioning. So you're going to increase your knowledge to increase your marketing. All right. So we got knowledge to marketing. And then I want you to go out there and I want you to increase your vision about your business and your finances. Increase your vision. Okay. Do you want to be a millionaire? Okay. Then start saying, I'm building my $1 million business. Do you want to be debt-free? Then say, I'm building my debt-free life. Do you want to be an investor? I'm building my investment portfolio. So whatever it is you want to do, then write it down or think about it and talk about it and put it in a positive tone like I'm showing you this morning. And then the third thing I want you to do is make sure you keep doing your positive, motivating, encouraging fulfillment. That's the fuel in your Learjet. Okay, Learjet ain't no good if it doesn't have fuel. The thing won't go. Okay, so and I told you to start reading The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Okay, you can get the book. You can listen to it on Audible, on Amazon, wherever. Get it. Okay, and then he's also got Darren's Daily. He does a very good job of sharing information there. You know, very, very good job of that. Okay. And get that one, but that's not the only one you have to get. Get whoever's going to bring you some motivation, some mindset, some training. Don't go get a whole bunch of junk where people are trying to sell you something for $2,000, $3,000 or come to this seminar and then on that. Cash, asset, cash. Don't give your cash to somebody else so they can get them an asset and some more cash. Okay. You take your cash and then you get your asset that'll bring you some more cash. You see, before I said, if I like somebody that's going to, there's something I can pay about $10, $12, $15 for, right? About $10, $12, $15. I'm not looking to spend no $1,000, $25,000, all that kind of stuff. So you motivate me. Shoot, I was motivated, the day I was born, and you were too. So, guys and ladies, we had a good Saturday. Hey, we've got a couple quick announcements. We've got they're doing the beta test right now on the automated marketing system. So that thing is just about ready to go. They're beta testing right now. They've been doing that for about 7, 8, 10 days. Came up with some little, niches and glitches, and they've been working them all out. So they got that just about there. Okay. Then, hey, we got the sanitizer. We got the hand sanitizer in. So next week, you'll see that coming up here in the next couple of days. It's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's out, and so we'll be in the hand sanitizer business, and then we'll get into some other protective gear as long as we're going through this. So your business is going to be even more relevant, so we can make some money. You can make some money, and then we can help some people who need some help financially. Okay. So guess what, guys and ladies? I love you guys. I appreciate your time. Enjoy your weekend and be safe. This is Ivy. Bye-bye.